Today we are going to learn one pose called Mayurasan. It is advanced asan, but we will try with few variations and preparations. Mayur means peacock. Mayur, what is the quality in Mayur? I'll just show you one part of this Mayurasan. See, Mayurasan is basically this pose when you are trying to balance on your hands. So it's basically arm strengthening pose, but require the strength to do this pose. So sometimes Mayurasana is, there are few variations. When you are bending, see, elbows and standing on your belly. This is Mayurasana. And then here you have few variations. When you lift your leg, when you lower the head, and just standing on the hands. Few variations we will try to do when we will perform. But it's basically taking your elbow to the navel. Okay, see, like this. This is the pose. See, when I'm trying to bring my elbow here, trying to bring it to the navel point. So this shows the quality of Mayurasan. Why we do Mayurasan? What is the quality in Mayur, peacock? The quality is that peacock transform the poison into beauty. The peacock, they also can eat the snake. So it transform the poison, means the snake poison doesn't affect peacock. Instead, it is believed that instead this poison transform his beauty, becomes more beautiful. That was the definition and explanation of this peacock. That's the quality. It means the poison which is in us. It can be many poison. The physically, the toxins. There's also poison which disturbs the internal system. And there are mental poisons. Kam, krodh, lobh, moh, the fear, all the emotions, the anger, all this, the attachments, all these are also poison of the mind. So so this pose says don't remove it, but transform it, channelize it into your own beauty. Own beauty means not that because it doesn't mean that we will become beautiful like peacock, like the tail will come. Beauty means what is the beauty of the person, like Ashtavakra, the Gyan, the knowledge is a beauty. So when this all poison transforms, the body comes out as the pure Purusha. So we do peacock pose by keeping this in the mind that I'm doing this pose so that I can also work on these poisons. So when it comes to more easy way to understand, so automatically because you are balancing on your hands, navel is activated because navel is balancing your whole body in peacock Mayurasan, because that fire element, so automatically that fire will generate and purify the internal toxins. In peacock we try to bring the V shape, reverse Meru, means the mountain pointing to the navel. So basically when you are doing this pose, so you are trying to keep your elbow as closer as possible to the navel here. So that pressure of this elbow can give a gentle pressure to the nadis, which is below the navel here. All the 72,000 nadis are here, which carries the pranic flow, the energy flow. And when you are doing peacock, the Mayurasan, doesn't matter you are lifting the legs or just balancing. That's not something that we are looking for. But the primary movement is you are doing natural Uddiyana Bandh, the pressure, and that vibrates the door of the nadi, which carries later after spending little time in it and breathing from there, it activates these nadis and carries a good amount of pranic flow, so circulation is better. It awakens the body also. That's why after doing peacock pose, you feel a little bit fresh, a little bit activated. So we will do this pose. But for that, I want you to understand your limit first and your things. So everyone come with me and we'll try to know how much my arms are supporting me. And then we will go with the preparations. Okay, arm preparation, core preparations. But that's the peak pose. That's what we are trying to achieve. But before that, we will try to see how much I am strong. So come to Vajrasana, everyone. Let's do with me. Let's come to Vajrasana and place the hands here. Come to table position, okay, like this. Tuck your toes. So because peacock pose is turning fingers back, that is challenging. I want you to first feel how much the upper arm is strong. Then you will see how much the lower arm is strong. So turning the palm facing still front, the finger pointing front. Okay. I want you to turn the fingers to the sideways like this, having a gap between the palms, at least one palm gap. And now bend your elbow like this I'm doing, and try to take your elbow as closer as possible. Can you do this? Can you touch your elbow together like this? And then release. So I'll show you from the front now. See, I'm keeping my hands like this, fingers side. Okay. I'm sitting like in Vajrasan, but tucked toes. See my toes. Keeping the distance between the palms, and I'm trying to see if I can keep my elbow there together. I want to see that how much my shoulder socket is ready. If your elbow doesn't come together, it means the shoulder joints, they're not flexible well to do Mayurasan. You can take your hand as low as possible, but I want you to touch the elbow and stay here. Touch the elbow and be there. That was the first, just to see how much shoulders are okay. Now we'll see how much belly is okay. You will do this way. There's a one pose called Chaturanga Dandasana, but I'll modify for you. So, see here, I'll come to table position. Chaturanga Dandasana is like this. Here, where you're using your core, which we need for Mayurasan, and you use your arm actively. But that is quite challenging, so I want you to do with me a modified way, a variation of this. Knees are together, toes are together, and now come to table like cat and cow table position, and I want you to come keeping the wrist and shoulders in one line, and then you try to exhale, go like this, forward, and then we stay here. Then you come up same way. See now, understand, it's not only about bending. See how I'm bending, because many of you will do this. You will do like this. See, you will do this way, this. I don't want you to do this way. You are not there on the back. I want you to go there, forward. See my movement. So you shouldn't do, it's not only about bending there or taking your chest to the floor like Ashtanga Namaskar. It's about this. You bend, table pose. Now the body has to go away from you. Here, like that. Position. Everyone. And again, I'll give you one more instruction. Important is not how lower you can go, okay? Just bend the elbow and see today how far you can reach. There's nothing that, okay, if you go lower, it means then only you can do Mayurasana. No. You can hold wherever you are. That is important. So don't try to achieve the final, means the final is not that you can reach there. Final is when you can hold. So let's come to table position, everyone. Take one deep inhale, fix your gaze at one point. Start exhaling, bend the elbow and just go lower a little bit. I'll give you one modification. Watch me. Take a cushion like this, elevate. Okay. Do the same table. Same like Ashtanga Namaskar you do, but here you are just resting your forehead. See, forehead is down. Okay. Position is same. And now keeping the hands back like Bhujangasana. And here, by placing the forehead, you lift your leg up. This way. But make sure you are not carrying so much weight on the forehead. You still use your arm, keeping it together. Here. And when you are tired, release. Go back to Balasana. Pose is Mayurasan. Let's do same Chaturanga a different way. See me. Same variation, okay? Don't change the variation. So you are doing like this, right? You are doing like this, taking the shoulder there, right? Now you do like this. Turn back, do Chaturanga with back. Can you do that? You lift and do the same. Because that's what we are going to do in Mayurasan. So before you are doing this way, Chaturanga Dandasana. Now you reverse it, finger pointing back, and do the proper one, which you have to do. Chaturanga or forehead. This Chaturanga, you don't need to bring your elbow inside. Keep it to the side of the body, because that's not what Mayurasana we are doing now, but turning the fingers back. Okay, let's do with me. If you want to see first round with me, just watch first so you make sure that you are right track. So turning back, Here, if you can't turn the whole back, you can still turn sideways for now. You're not bringing the elbow inside. You keep your hands side of the body like this. This is how the position should be, not in. We are doing Chaturanga Dandasana preparation. Side, either turning or sideways. So this, for example, you straight the leg. Those who are strong, arms are ready. You start from this way. If you feel that you can't go with straight leg, you try with bending knee. So two options I'm giving you. Those are those who are flexible, those who are strong a little bit for now. You will go this first. Your knee is straight first, legs are together. Then you go down. 5. Straight come back. Drop the knee. And relax in Vajrasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Hands like this. See, interlock. Roll the shoulders back. Asika. Now let's do rotation 3 times clockwise. Inhalation up, exhalation down. Let's do reverse, back. And that's how we holistically, nicely, we train the body. Come back once again. Second round, place. Those who can, straight, plank. Santulan. Exhale, go down. Look front if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those who can do straight, exhale Vajrasana. Again, interlock. Roll the shoulders. Pull your hands back. Stretch nicely. And then rotate 3 times clockwise. Now, we'll try to do Mayur. Let's do together. This time, do the same, okay? In Mayurasana also same you will do. You use the block. Don't do without. But this time, hands little closer. See. Closer. Can you do this? Closer. Don't touch, but at least bring it closer. So when your hands are closer, your forearm will touch. Okay. Now, inhale, lift up. Those who can, otherwise be bending knee. Exhale, touch the arm to the belly. Lagao usko. You look front. And stay here by using this pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop the knee. Push yourself back. Exhale. Again, 2 more times will do with me. Let's try. Keep your wrists together. Okay? When the wrists are together, try to keep your forearm together. See? Like this. And let's try. Lift up or bend from now here. Bend from there only. Place. And then lift. Resting pose from Vajrasana, we will take Matsya Kritasana. Coming on the belly. Because you need rest of the shoulders, so I want you to bend like this. Interlock, relax, elbows are side, place. If you want for a deeper rest, you can even extend this arm up just to stretch and keeping the ear on the side, keeping the right palm closer to you. So one of the 2 variation you can take, either extend your one hand just to stretch the armpit. If you feel tension on the shoulder, if you feel heaviness there, then this is the variation. If you are fine, you bend, place your ear, but keeping the one knee bending, left leg straight because you are turning right side first. Close your eyes. Few breathing.